Hey my loves, it's your girl Miss Melody XX here, or hey Santi, or your girl Melody Toomer, depending on which platform that you watch me on. Okay, my loves, this Dave Chappelle situation is getting very exhausting. It is it's getting overly it's getting exhausting and tiresome. However, so I saw a post T.S. Madison posted, and when she posted the post, I commented on her post. I said, I respect your honesty, which I've always respected T.S. Madison and her being so raw and honest. I've always respected it. And didn't go none about it. All of a sudden, I look up and she's on the shade room. And I'm like, oh, they reposted her post. And I said, oh my God, this gonna start something else. So then I go on the comment post and I started reading the comments. And I said, wait a minute. Did y'all see the same post that I saw? Did y'all see the same? Cause something ain't adding up. So I had to go back to T.S. Madison post. Now I said, okay, blah blah blah. Okay, I thought that's what I read. And for me, I don't understand why everybody is coming for T.S. Madison. I don't know why they're coming for my sister. Because one, first thing she said was, I haven't watched the Dave Chappelle special. I don't plan to. I'm tiresome, exhausted. Okay, she was raw and honest with that. People were saying, well, you shouldn't have said anything anyway. Why can't she say something? Plenty of people say stuff about the LGBT plus community all the time, but then don't want to say something. No, it does not work like that. Second, she said, you can't tell trans people how to not be offended. What's wrong with that? I agree. Not only trans people, you should not be able to tell anybody to not be offended. You know, people are offended by things. Just because you're not offended by it doesn't mean that I might not be offended. And we should respect each other's feelings. Stop telling people what not to be offended by. Next thing she said, if you're gay man, and you're okay with that, that's fine, but you shouldn't be able to tell trans women not to be offended, which is so true. I love my gay boys. I love you too, and you can speak on any opinion it is. But just because you did not find it offensive doesn't mean that a trans woman didn't find it offensive. And if she did find it offensive, that's fine. She should be, a trans woman should be able to say, hey, I found this offensive and I don't like it, and that's fine. Last but not least, she said she stayed strapped. A lot of people in the comments talking, oh, she woke up and she chose violence. No, she woke up as a black trans woman. Because see, what happens is, a lot of y'all don't know that there are a lot of black trans women being murdered. And the first thing something happens, somebody say, well, there are black women that are being murdered. There are black women going missing. Why aren't you talking about that? Let me explain something to you. On my platform, I talk about all black women being protected. Cisgender, bisexual, pansexual black women, non-binary black women, black trans women, because all black women need to be protected. But the reason why a lot of black trans women have to carry things, I'm not a person of violence, but in my purse right here, I got a little something. And I don't want to use it, but I will protect my life if I have to as a black trans woman. And so we have to understand that, she didn't wake up and she chose violence. She woke up as a black trans woman wanting to protect herself and protect her life and to move on. Because those are the things that we deal with on a daily basis as black trans women. And for me, it seems like somebody woke up this morning and just decided that because the LGBT plus community, especially trans people, and especially a lot of black trans women have been so vocal since T.S. Madison said something, y'all woke up and said, she said something, let's get her. Because honestly, what did she say that was so wrong? What did she say? What did she say? I don't get it. I don't get it. And I know right now I'm gonna get some people who gonna probably be mad at me for doing this. But my thing is like this. When I know somebody did not do something, I'm sorry. I grew up to where you defend somebody when you know they honestly didn't do anything. Read back over that post. What did she say that was so wrong? I do not get it. Okay? The problem with a lot of the situation, the reason why we have this uproar between the LGBTQ plus community, trans people, and all this over the Dave Chappelle interview is because of the fact that we will not listen to both sides. The problem is that you have to be able to listen. Straight people need to be able to listen to the community. The community listen to straight people. But the problem is that for years upon years, the LGBTQ community, we've had to listen to everything straight people had to say. And now we're speaking and we can have our voice, but y'all don't want to listen, but you want us to listen. It does not work like that. If we are going to come to any common ground, we have to be able to listen to each other, which meaning that when you talk, we don't talk. But when we talk, you gotta and listen. That don't mean you gotta agree with it, but you cannot come to any understanding unless you're willing to say, you know what? I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let you talk. We have to come to understanding, but we also cannot, come to any understanding if we're digging and diving and we're throwing stones at people who didn't say anything. Okay, T.S. Madison, you didn't say nothing. I stand with you, my sister. Bye.